ones and the rest will be the gayest ones. So you can see it's a fact. Take the big ones and then they sit there and demasculate them in front of all of the other males. You know what I'm saying? You see sometimes the biggest guys queers. People that go and make a video, Tony Smith a gay. That just be practical. If I was a gay, I'd get more support. But that just be on what's going to happen if I say I was gay? People going to stop coming. And then you get more people. You get awards and government checks you gay. I don't want no damn money from no government.
That's right.
Damn them.
That's right.
Standing on y'all's word. Isn't that right? Every homosexual ought to go to hell. So if I'm one, then I ought to be there. Every lesbian ought to go to hell. Isn't that right? You hear this Debunking, you got opportunity chance to mend your ways. You continue on down the wrong word, the hell you go. Isn't that right? That's what the word come to do. Isn't that right? Make a transformation. You get this information, you got to walk upright. You can't keep going back down to degradation and sin. No excuses. No excuses for no man, no woman to commit no sin. Isn't that right? Everybody ought to be walking in newness of life. And that's what the information do. Isn't that right? This thing a lamp under my feet. It's a order to my path. Ain't no way anywhere. No man got no business, got no occasion of stumbling. Isn't that right? That book said, none to him that's able to. What was it? From what? And present you what? I ain't got no business falling. Ain't nobody, you ain't committed to the right. I ain't got no business falling. I don't agree with it. I ain't got no business falling on top of no sister butt naked. He said, keep me from falling. Isn't that right? Book told me he said he made a new house. That ain't got no business falling. He said, now what he did, he said, man, outside our many wicked inventions now. You get you your own devices now, you go and do what you want to do. Isn't that right? Go get you a French tickler now. Ain't nobody laughing. You're going to be in trouble. Ain't nobody laughing now when you go to hell. Isn't that right, Uncle Ted? He said, brother sitting there laughing. I'm talking about him. Isn't that right? Ain't it good, though? Good to know the truth. I tell you, I've definitely been, it's been a blessing. And, the more information, I don't know about for anybody else, just the information we get and just really enlightening us about, what they told us about Africa, all their lies, and just look at how we've been spellbound by these people for so long. It's time for us to awaken. That's why I try to encourage our men. And I'm not hard enough on our young men. I'm really not. Because if I was hard enough on y'all would be doing something. I'm talking about real constructive. We need to be building up. We need to be establishing. Can't keep talking about it. Got to be about it. There's people watching us, and with the Debunking we get, there's no excuses for us. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no business burning up my money doing nothing damn stupid. Well, damn stupid is condemned stupid. Isn't that right? I got a family. I got an obligation. But I got to make preparation. Y'all hear me? I just may say, I don't know, enough of us get together and put our stuff and our means together, we can establish something. That's just being honest. I just can't imagine for the life of me people just having that mind they don't want nothing. I'm just comfortable just living. How long you going to just live for this cracker come up and suck the air out your mouth? Just being how long for this cracker come and take your job from you? And everything you got is dependent upon your job. Y'all hear me? I can't never count on no one source of income. I just can't do it no more. I can't do it. I got to make something happen. I got to get in the bank robbing or something. That's just being honest. I can't count on these people. They always got something they're going to throw or something they're going to try to come and do to me. I always got to have another resource. That's just being honest. You got to have another resource. Can't never leave everything you got in the hands of these people. Y'all hear me? If you got one, you need to be establishing well from it. Anything come, like I say, I was already forward to do it. That's just being honest. What y'all think these people going to do? That mall coming. They got a movie. Liz, I appreciate she sent me sent the trailer out to y'all, showing y'all, putting the mark on their hand. You know the guy that made that movie, him and his wife just imaginally committed suicide. Oh, they got a movie that's coming out. This guy, he put it together with people putting the mark, got the mark in their hand. They were able to go in the store and buy. And what they wound up doing is they wound up, people couldn't buy. If you didn't have that mark when you went in the store, you couldn't buy. And the police, you ain't gonna believe who the police was, FEMA. Y'all been told all the time about FEMA, these FEMA camps coming. The police was FEMA. They were arresting people in the store. They couldn't get in there. If you didn't have that mark, you couldn't buy or sell. They already been moving you to it, just like they playing with these chips in your cards. Ain't nothing new. There's going to be time where to get that man back at plaster. I'm telling y'all the truth and get your money out of there. Why you got to get it? Why that man trying to track you? You need to have something to track that bastard. He got your money. What you tracking me for? You got my damn money.
Right.
I need to be tracking you if anything. See him tracking you, charging you too many uses. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Then if you don't use it enough, he going to charge. I can't win. If I use it too many times, I get charged. If I don't use enough, I get a charge. That's how they got you. You need to swipe your card a minimum of 50 times. What means you tell me I got to spend up my money. See, they ain't satisfied. You can't have them. What's the point of saving? He's going to make you spend it. So you can't win. If you don't run it enough, he's going to get you. You run it too much, he's going to be charging. If people don't know, the banks are coming out with a new game they got. Well, it ain't new now. If you put too much money in, they can charge you. They don't know about that one. How am I win that game? I got too much money in the bank. Now they got to charge me. If I'm depositing too much in a month, then they need to start charging. They say that's more work for us trying to keep up with your money. So what we need to do, some of y'all don't worry about it. It'll never happen. You good. Some of y'all, this ain't even a conversation you got to have. They don't have that conversation with certain folks. Don't even worry about it. Some of y'all, they don't. Exactly. Don't worry about it. You good. But just the fact, though, the whole ideology for people is to try to establish and have something and put something up. Now, these people are going to come back and take it from you. As quick as you can save it and put it up, the quicker they're going to come up with a con scheme to take it from you. So you ain't never going to win. We got to establish, and I tell people again, we have to establish our own government. We have to establish our own banks. We have to have our own law enforcement. We have to have our own military. We have to have our own hospitals. We had to have our own medication. We had to have our own grocery stores. We had to have our own farmers. We got to have our own schools. This is on the larger scale than just here. This got to be global for us. You can't keep sitting here with this devil. This devil keeps giving you food and keep giving you drink the whole time. You know, this man can make a movie showing you that he poisoned your water and you still upset and keep drinking it. I mean, that's the ultimate insult. Somebody rape you and then go put it on YouTube. You'll start crying, embarrassed, and call for some type of authority to come in. So I can't believe it. These people, somebody raped me and they made a YouTube and they placed it and put it on and put it all over the social media and people watching me, people laughing at me. Why you don't say the same thing when this man said here he globalized television by showing what he do to you? This man glamorizes what he do. He has no shame. We have been on this dirty cracker for so many years that we just become systematically set to not even defend ourselves. We just sat back, we let him make decisions, we let him make rules. He comes in, he gives us what he called the Bible, and he gives the wrong interpretation. Every time we sat to listen, man, it had come to hurt us. It has hurt us more than it has helped us. These people constantly keep victimizing, and we never find this white man praying. We never find this white man on TV saying forgive anybody. The only time he tells forgive somebody is when it's somebody do something else. When it's somebody that do something to the so-called white man, the white man is adamant about fighting. Nope, the United Nations can't stop him. No politician gonna talk him down. There's no government official gonna talk him down. Whenever this white man don't like something, he going in. He gonna make his own way, he gonna do his own change, and he gonna be right in his own eyes. Then why is it that we allow ourselves to be looked at as wrong and demagogues and look at ourselves as criminals and vigilantes when the white man is the one affecting us? The damage is being done to us. We're the people that had to worry about not going home by a simple traffic stop. Something that should yield you no more than a ticket, a citation. And you wind up talking about your brain splattered out on YouTube, and they going to investigate it. Then they're going to get an all-white jury. They're going to look at it and say, they can't conclusively say that the man guilty. Then send your family some nigga note home talking about we sorry. We deliberated for 20 minutes, and we just couldn't get a conclusion on it. These people don't spend no 3 and 4 in no day. Them folks getting high, smoking dope, getting drunk, telling lies, fornicating, committing adultery. They're not worried about the welfare of our people. And we got to stop sitting around letting them handle the concerns or the care of our people. We got to be, if we're concerned about us, then we got to be the people that protect us. We got to be the people that look out for us. We got to be the people that provide for us. But we do a miserable job at that. We go right back in this man's sister and give him all our money for Christmas. We give him all our money for Thanksgiving. And these are his pagan days. These are all days that this man has records of his murders. People don't even know. They don't even show you during Thanksgiving and Christmas is the highest time of suicide and murders. Chicago, Brother Carroll said Chicago had like 60 shootings for Christmas. 60 shootings. And we sat around here and these folks, they don't want to tell you that. They want you to keep running to the mall, get them all your damn money like an idiot. Following a sister that don't even care nothing about you. At some point, we got to wake up and become smarter. Any Negro leader coming to us talking about marching and praying, tell them to keep moving. Your eyes closed, and when somebody, get in the fight and close your eyes. I hope you get double licks. Why are you closing your eyes on this man? You can't pray in front of this man. That man, you know what the book told you to do? Watch as well as pray. When you say, Our Father, keep your eyes on that cracker. Because he's subject to stick his hand in your pocket. He's subject to rape or kidnap your kids or fill on your man's booty. Definitely can't pray with your eyes closed. Yahusha, and I got booked. He lifted up his eyes and prayed. When I'm looking up, I can still see them out my peripheral vision. You know, Crocker, get back, Crocker. Thank you. Oh, Father. Isn't that right? Father, I stretch. Isn't that right? Can't do that, man, with your eyes closed. Can't later somebody done dumped your behind on your head. Y'all better wake up, man. Now listen, if he see you as somebody that can be a threat to him, maybe he'll take his time before he run up on you. He too quick to jump out of the car and shoot you, run up on you and beat you down. These crackers now run out their car, run up on our women, talking about what they'll do. I invite the cracker that's going to run up to me and tell me what he's going to do to me. I invite the cracker to come. He can bring him and 6 of his friends. That way they can get 2 apiece. Minimum. That's crazy. That's crazy. We were here before a white face ever showed out. What get this cracker the authority to walk up and tell us where we ought to go? You in our homeland, cracker. We were here before a face ever showed up. The man has invaded him. Go back to your Caucasus Mountain. He's a crook. He's a liar. He's a thief. That's why it's his story. Anything he tells it, that's your story. I don't believe nothing. The liar claimed he done sell the whole world and never came here. So you couldn't have sold the whole earth. You could have. You never even came here. The man told you where he went to India. Well, nobody don't talk about that. Which makes sense because they invaded India. That's how they came in to get to Jerusalem, and that's how they destroyed our homeland. But he told a lie. He came here, and then you come back and look, he never even showed up here. The man's a parasite. Isn't that right? He's just like a pimple on your booty. You don't know how he got there. You just look up all of a sudden, you got a knot on your rear end. Yeah. And that's what happened to us. We looked up and that cracker was. You said, how in the hell that got there? That's what we said when we seen it. We sat down, all we want to know is how in the hell he got in. Because his story don't make no sense. Cracker told you he was some kind of monkey, then he chimpanzeed up the gorilla, then he popped out in a suit and a briefcase. Then he was a fish, he swam up, he was Aquaman. I can't get this cracker straight. Then he come from the moon. I don't believe nothing this cracker tell me. Just look at me and laugh. It's a ridiculous story. And go to the bathroom, ain't got the common sense to even wash his hands. I'm trying to worry about trying to compete and try to look like and act like a parasite. A disease? Get yourself together. Be proud of who Yahuwah made us. Isn't that right? All these black churches sitting around here and tell these lies. I'm not telling no lies. I ain't going to tell no lies on the Negro either. Isn't that right? To get up, we should have been out of the hands of that man. Wasn't that man to create no job for us. Worry about which cracker going to get up for 4 years and going to damn our lives. How to control our kids. He's showing you who he put in there. Everybody he put in them jobs and in them positions, just like every other president ever had, are going to be people that's going to look out for their nation. They ain't going to do nothing for you. Why you waiting on them to do something for you? Don't call that cracker, send him no letter about your schools. You got to build your own community, your own schools. That's amazing. You can put 3 crackers in the worst rundown nigga neighborhood. Once they put some paint on their house and a couple of flowers in the front yard, house value shot up. $30,000, $40,000. Get 6 more of them crackers, it's an all-white, lily white neighborhood. Isn't that right? Flower, the sun just shine. Don't even rain over there no more. Best to pull all the dog clouds out of there. Isn't that right? Y'all all right? Clean mortar buses. See that? Why you can't do it in your own neighborhood? Why you can't plant flowers and fix up your own house? You take a cracker to move to tell you need to paint your house. Woodpecker out there, damn, ain't no paint on this thing. That's been out. That's better than woodpecker sitting here criticizing your house. All he want to do is knock holes in it. They don't need some paint, need some paint. I don't even know what that means. I tell you what, it's time to do better. Y'all all right? Man, we got it. What's wrong with us? Why are our people so passive? What is this man going to do to us? He already guns us down. He already lies on us and hangs us in his jail cell. What else can he do to us at this point? Required watching. Out of Shabbat service. Birth of a nation. Oh, yeah, y'all going to watch it. How many of y'all hadn't seen it? Yeah, how many of y'all hadn't seen it, Birth of a Nation? You hadn't seen it? Y'all will see it. But after Shabbat, y'all going to see it then. It's going to be required watching for your membership. That's how serious you're going to watch it. You're going to watch how they done came in. Of course, here they go the black man that made it in order to get in there. So he got some little tidbits. He didn't quite put all the accuracies in there. But what you'll see is enough, though, to really stir you to look at just how everything I told you happened, they put in that movie. Everything I've been told before they put in, I've told you people the whole time these people have used Christianity. Anytime you watch a black person, they say they're a Christian, you are a slave. You are a slave, you're on the master system, and that's why you're going to master hell. This man never meant you no good. Somebody got to tell us about it. We're going to get ready to have that sign to Teruah. At the sign of Teruah, we'll stand, and then we'll get ready to go down and hear what thus saith Yahuwah. All those that are able, we go down and face toward the east. Eternal Yahuwah, Elohim, our Father, the friend of Abraham, Yasakut, Yaakov, the Father and the Creator of the Yahudim and Yashral in the way of Yah. Thank you for your Son, Yahusha HaMashiach, who you gave to save and to ransom your people from the wickedness of this place. Ask you to look down and be merciful and kind unto us, your people that are called by your name. Ask you to grant unto us your Ruach HaKadosh, which will cause us to be separated from the iniquities and the sins of this place. Ask you to blot out our iniquities, our sins, and our transgressions before it's everlasting too late. Ask you to give us the earnest expectation of the creature to desire our transformation to dwell in your everlasting habitation. Remember Jerusalem, the sitting foundation of peace of which you promised and granted to our Father that you will bring us back, and there you will plant us and not pluck us up. Give us a pure heart and a clean mind, that when we call upon your name, you'll answer. And when we seek your face, you'll shine unto us from your aura. And we pray and ask that those watching in and those that are listening, those that are here, there's something to be spoken, something to be granted that might elevate their understanding, that they might get an understanding, that they might have an overstanding. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we pray and ask, if you will, you take full control, that you get the honor, you get the praise, and you get the glory. For this is our prayer in the name of Yahusha HaMashiach, we pray. Let us all say, Amat. All right. All right. Let's get ready and look at the book a little bit. Everybody all right? I listen to that song with Ken. I don't know what Ken that. Say, I listen to that song. You don't want to sing it no more, though. Put on the Brandon Clark record and I let it spin. I gave up that street life. Please describe the medicine. Now, no, I like that. You got some talent on that now. You got some talent. I was listening to you. I heard you on there. Ain't that right? I don't know what y'all be scared of. That was beautiful. Isn't that right? We got some talent in here now. Oh, Mashuda too now. Mashuda shoot one out there. Man, Ryan, man, and polish them shoulders out and throw that thing out there. We got some talent in here. Some y'all can do something now. Carrie, I be listening. Yeah, Carrie, I listen. You know, it take me a minute to catch your lyrics. I catch it. I say, oh yeah, you know. I ain't know what. Before I close my eyes, I gotta know. I was like, who is this? That's Carrie. I said, man, I didn't know what it was. I thought he went and got somebody over there from one of them countries. And a soul, and inside, and I, and die, the word. I said, who you went and got from over there? No, I ain't no, listen. Then I know him and Keisha. Keisha told her, I'm not going back to Egypt because they're who freedom. We're not supposed to. God just said that. Carrie, tell her right quick. Keisha, I'm not going back to Egypt. I said, that's him. That's all right, though. Y'all got some talent in here now. Brandon don't hardly sing no more. Y'all listen to that song here. It got nothing talking about then you found the bishop and the rook were one and the same. I said, yeah, that about any game he gives. I don't play chess. If I play chess, I'm going to shoot that bastard. Everybody on the chess, the best to play with this bastard. Because anything he got, listen, checkers you can't go but diagonal. Chess you can go all over the board and move stuff, make up rules. That's how that bastard works. He make up stuff. Y'all, I'm telling you, anything you watch it, he make up too much. He always got something there, always can knock something over. He ain't say everything you got to knock it over, didn't it? You got to knock it over, then you can pick it. He said, that's that nigga. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm become too angry with our situation. And if enough of our people became angry enough, we wouldn't keep talking about this. Something will change. You know, it's bad that we have a black man with our same color skin that knows our condition, that sat there and let these crooked bastards do in and everything and won't even open his mouth to address it. That same black woman on the ground could have been any one of our mothers or grandmothers, any one of our sisters, any one of our wives. And the mere fact that we sit in a country that don't even respect us. Then we're going to wait on another dirty white cracker that don't respect us to come up with a decision on what ought to happen to the dirty white cracker that threw it on the ground when he gave him the authority to throw it on the ground. What are we going to do? Keep shopping at this same store. Keep praying for them crackers. I ain't praying for them crackers. Damn them. Isn't that right? I pray you who don't give him no forgiveness. I can't keep sitting around. I don't go and throw his white woman on the ground. And I guarantee if I throw her little skinny cracker, no titty, flat behind on the ground, this cracker ain't going to be praying for me. This cracker ain't going to wait on no jury, and he ain't going to wait on nobody to do no investigation to look and see if I was wrong and what really happened. That cracker going to execute on spot. No wonder why we keep sitting around waiting on him. I'm like the king of Yahusha. He want to know why we sitting here when Roma guilt that. He said it belong to us. Saying we sit here idle. Isn't that right? They had to persuade him to go up. Isn't that right? He had to go and meet one of the bar had to talk to him about going. He was going up. He was looking at, man, look at him. That belong to us. Let's go take it. So we know it's a time, the season for it. But you can't do it in here. Y'all all pot-bellied and fat out. Butt crack went from here all up your done back. Cracker kick you in your behind and foot gonna go way up your neck. Unhealthy, medicated. I'm trying to tell you, I better get in shape, man. I don't want to talk about that. They got quiet now. I'm being honest with y'all. Got to get in shape. Huh? Y'all all right? Keep saying you can't go and fight the man Medicaid. Go in there and fight your doctor. Who's going to give you a prescription? Who's going to check your blood pressure? Who's going to check your heart rate? We managed to put everything we got. He the one setting the appointment for your kids. That's why we can't do nothing. Everything we got in a crock of hand. That cracker set your court date. That cracker set your appointment to go to the doctor and to the dentist. That cracker control everything you got. That cracker control when you get your tax check back. He got you in the perfect place. You ain't got nothing of your own, huh? If he don't give you no check, you damn. Man, you tell me strategic. You got to get your paycheck from me. You got to get your doctor appointment from me and your medication. You got to buy your grocery from me. You got to get your electricity from me and your water. And I'm the one to educate your kids. Who want to fight me right now? Then let's say you want to fight me. You come, you hurt me real bad. Where you going to get your medicine from? Who going to teach your kids? How you going to get your paycheck? Do y'all see how they have set and socially set us up to where you can't do nothing? I got all your money. I'm Mr. ATM. So you come and beat me up, but how you going to get your money out the bank? I'm Mr. Stock Market. How you going to get your 401k, your profit share? How you going to get that? Do y'all understand what this man had done to us? We have turned over all of our power. We have relinquished all of our power and all our responsibility. We have released all our obligations, and we put in the hands of a slave master. A man that had never meant us good from the time we ever seen this bastard. This parasite has crippled us. That's the problem. You got to go to Walmart or Target or Big Lots or the dollar store. Nigga don't own none of them. You got to go to Kroger's, Wayfield. Well, he either going to give you Kroger's or Publix. You don't go there, he always got other. You go to Piggly Wiggly, Wayfield. Everything we got, we had to go see him. Maybe that's why we're so afraid of him. If anything happened, you got anything on your money? Let me get, if I can get it real quick. I'll tell you, that's just a 29. I just stole this and took it. Who you gonna call? Who policed that? Is that his police? That's the white man police. So everything you got. Let's say I'm a country, I'm coming in to invade you. Who you gonna call? He's got to call their military. He's powerless. That's the purpose of, let me just say that for him. The white man saw that as a problem. That's why he broke off. He saw the control of when you have that much power given to a government, just like with kings. If y'all know, even in England, King Elizabeth, because she actually has a salon. They have no record of her sitting down except number 2. But anyway, they talking where them kids come from. Like the rest of them, you can adopt. But anyway, the whole thing is, they broke away from under the king's rule because they looked there was too much power. The king controlled everything they did, from money, making people peasant, then only the people of the upper echelon had money, were people that had any voice or anything. The people didn't have guns. Everything was left in the hands of the government. If there would be any defense, there would be any protection, any risk, everything came from the king. When these poor crackers broke off, their whole thing establishing their government was to make sure that people could be armed. People needed to be armed. They saw the danger and the detriment of when the government is the only people with guns and the people don't have them. Because your opinion don't matter. See, the only reason a lot of things hadn't actually happened that's going to take place is because of white militias. If it was not for white militias, all other niggas been back enslaved. See, it's because white people got guns. Those white people don't just have guns. Those people have grenade launchers. Those people were trained by them. Those are their children that have turned on them. They have watched them and know that they are manipulative and know that they are liars. Know that they are forgers. And they knew when they got out, they needed to establish them, their own military to protect themselves. When militia needs something enforced, go find a militia that call the police. Look it up on your phone. Militia group calls for the military. Militia group calls for the police. You know what the police and the military do? They try to avoid militias. Because militias ain't just leaving. Militias have something on them and people want to know. They're quick to set a black church up and take a black church and have a black church to collect guns. White churches don't collect guns because white people understand the Constitution. They understand what their rights were. They understand that the forefathers, I call them the forefathers, they ordered militias. They great Paul Revere and all these folks were militias. Y'all, how many of y'all didn't know that? This man was not no military. These were militias. Y'all didn't know that? You know what's dumb? You went to school and you still dumb. You ought to go take that piece of paper they gave you and give it back to the crackers that gave it to you. Paul Revere and those men, they were militias. These were citizens with guns. When they heard that these people could get ready in an instant, and you know what they could get ready with? A gun. That's why it was meant. It don't take that long. They were not military. Now, these people have convinced you to give up your guns, give up your ability. That's the only thing that go with your voice that you can enforce. Put your hand on me. Now, I want you to take your hand off me. Stop it. Let me go right now. It ain't working. But now if I do this, this is called power persuasion. No country sat down to have communication without not putting on the table the ability to be able to enforce their voice or their opinion. When Russia or anybody comes to the table, all these people have a military. When I'm telling you what I'm going to do or what I'm not going to do, I can enforce this. I have nuclear weapons. I have ships. I have bombers. This is how we walk away from the table and we say, come on for a second. The day you find out China and Russia, because it came down to, he got nukes, I got nukes. I got a destroyer, he got destroyers. Me and him just talking, Paper seals of dynamite. This ain't gonna change nothing. When you sit down to the table and you're trying to get something done, there has to be on the table some type of force or economic impoverishment. Our people don't know business. That's how you get business done. This is business. And the problem is, you got business and you don't even know how to enforce it. You don't know how to enforce. This is why the white man stops you, because you've never enforced your business. He enforces his business. He does embargoes. He put military, he put troops on the ground. He put Secret Service and everybody that see how he come in, he infiltrate. He enforces his business. You have business and you've done nothing. He don't even respect your business. That's me. Crazy Tom. Call me crazy. Let me tell you this. I'm a man that's sitting his color. I know what we deal with out here. Everybody, if you're black, raise your hand. Let's deal with reality. You pull out that parking lot and go right or left. If that crowd get behind you, it's just the mercy of Elohim if he decide not to blow your brains out. That you can pull out all you want to, live streaming, live filming. Who has this stopped him from killing? He shot more on tape, we found that, without tape. He wants to be a movie star. He wants to be a movie star. He don't even care. You sure to say, sir, this is live right now. If you're doing anything, this cracker don't blink. He don't stop. He does not change his speed. Nothing alters what he does, because you know he realized. This is all a game to make you think that this stuff actually means something else. This don't mean nothing to us because you don't have no power. If we became our own military, if we became our own militia, if we became our own government, if we established our own education system, it would mean something when you tell him to stop doing something. You can have a seat at a table and make decisions. Right now, the only thing a nigga does is clean this cracker table. Somebody respect, no, I'm going to respect the man, and what if I drop something? Oh, I ain't going to beat them to pick it up. After all, you do this for a living. The people that respect it are the people that's sitting down at the table, not the people that are cleaning it up. Okay. All right. Anybody ever worked in the service industry as far as servers, waiters? People give you a lot of respect. They look at the position, don't call for it. People pretty much run you. Most times you'll get more unappreciative people. Am I correct? Guess why? Nobody appreciates a server. You know what they'll tell you? If anything, you need to respect me. I'm the paying customer. And you've heard that I'm always right. That cracker tell you the same thing. He sits at the table and does business. You clean it up, nigga. So he gonna tell you the same thing some of them rude bastards tell you when you're in the service industry. You need to respect me. I'm the customer. Haven't you heard that I'm always? They missed that. They missed that. Why cracker white people think they're always right? They're the customer. After all that, y'all customer has always been right. Why would you say that? Why would you let that come out of your mouth that the customer is always right? Programming. A lot of times, customers have been more than wrong. Yes, there have been some terrible service. Why would you make a statement that the customer is always right? So if I rape your wife or rape you, why are you serving me? What am I? Hold on for a minute. We going to change the statement? What am I? What if I piss on you while you bringing me my food? What if I spit in your face? The cracker is the customer. You always been the server. Got to look at this. Psychosis of what they tell you. The customer's always right. You work for him. You don't run nothing. You don't own nothing. You say you got to change your status to make him respect you? You can't make him love you, but you can make him respect you. Huh? Make him do it. He don't like the Asians. He ain't going to go public on TV with it. Because you know what they learn how to do? They learn to establish themselves economically. Not only that, they got ships. They got guns. They got weapons. Huh? There's a lot of people he don't like. He's not going to tell them that, though. He's not going to go there and try that neither. Huh? Okay. You know why he keep doing what he do to you? What, you got a 22? What, you got a pocket full of bullets? And got a hole in your pocket? Why would he respect you? You can't do nothing. How many of y'all ever seen a prostitute or a whore? How many of y'all believe a pimp walk up and call her missing? Why do you think he don't respect her? What a whore do? What did it tell you why the man don't respect you? Meaning he must view you as what? You'll do anything. You'll do anything. You proud of being called, or you proud of being treated like a whore. Huh? He can call me a vigilante or a rebel rouser, or anti whatever you want to call me. But you'll respect me, white boy. Huh? This can't keep going the way it's going. We got children. He don't even respect our children. The life of our elderly. All right, let's talk a little bit. We here. This is an attempt to collect the debt. Yeah, I tried to hold my peace. I said maybe he'll let me come on and get out of 2016, make it 17, as he called it. But at the end of the day, damn them. I'm concerned about my people. Matthew 5:1. They call it Matthew. Anything to make a white man sound better. The actual pronunciation name is Matthew, which would be the gift of Elohim, gift of Yahuwah. Ain't this good? So you know the truth. I didn't never know what Matthew was. Didn't know it had a meaning to it. I just knew his name was Matthew. If mama named him Matthew, I'm going to call him Matthew. But we just look at statements made, and we're looking at people and looking at operations. See, you got to stop looking at things the way he giving you. I remember, being in what they call a holiness church, and holiness is right because they had a hole in it. Anytime you got a hole in something, you're subject to lose it. That's why a lot of people ain't got no damn sense because they got a hole in their head. They done lost their sense. So now we come back to start looking at things, and we got to stop up the breaches, close up some of the holes we got. Y'all got it? Because people made a fool out of us. They've given us the book and told us not to add and not to take away, when the whole time he gave you the book, that's what he did before he gave it to you. He added, he took away. Because if that's not the actual, and Matthew is not the actual name, how did you say it was Matthew? Then you added. Then Matthew is the name, then you took away. But then he programmed you that when you read it, everything that symbolism of you being a slave and being submissive is always right. Never questionable. Never questionable. Let's look at it. Listen to the book. Matthew 5:1. Listen.
And seeing the multitudes,
what happened?
He went up into a mountain.
And what happened?
When he was set,
he did what?
His taught ones came unto him.
Not disciples. Disciples can be gangsters. He opened his what?
Mouth.
And what did he do?
Taught them, saying,
which would be the pa, one of our alphabet, utterance. Isn't that right? He opened the aleph. Isn't that right? To teach. That's what I love about him, to instruct. This is what the aleph does. This is what the pa does in the aleph. Listen.
Blessed are the poor in Ruach.
Why?
For theirs is the kingdom of Shamayim.
See that in the Ruach, and they would say in the spirit. I don't know why everybody called a blessing when they broke. This is nigger fantasy doctrine. Always we supposed to be broke. We ain't supposed to have nothing. Cracker supposed to have everything. See, he teach you that. This is what get me now. It didn't even tell you broke without money. It just told you poor in the Ruach. Now they say here and these folks have depleted you and took you down. He will let them know how it's going to come back to our favor. But the first thing they teach you is you want to be poor. This is what gets you with crackers. Jesus was poor. And that's how they make a fool out of us. They give you this idolatrous God that they made up named Jesus. Latin, I love his earth name, Earth Pig. The Earth Pig. And tell you about him. How many times y'all seen crackers run around trying to be poor? How many of y'all know poor crackers? Why wouldn't they want to be blessed then? It's their book. Why are these crackers trying to be blessed? How many of y'all here want to be blessed? So if you believe that you being broke will make you blessed, and when you do it, Well, the cracker gave you this transliterated version of the book and told you you were supposed to be poor. That was your blessing. Why these crackers run the stock market, own the banks? Why they all in the government? Everybody in Donald Trump and his whole establishment are billionaires. They ain't going to get no blessing. They don't even think. Listen.
Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted.
See that? Listen.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the Aritz.
Y'all hear? There you go right there. You know where they're coming from, man. What should be meek. He meek. That's supposed to be meek. He's supposed to be meek. That's what meek folks do. Come on back over there. See, the Lord gonna bless you. Come on back up here. Your meek self. You know what I'm saying? Lord gonna bless you. Ain't he gonna bless? Ain't he good? Ain't he good, church? They just told you, blessed. Who is this again?
Blessed are the meek.
Listen what he told now. Blessed are the who?
The meek.
Are the who?
The meek.
Blessed are the who?
The meek.
The meek. Humble. I remember my former bishop told me one time, I was supposed to be getting to do my trials. He was down there, I sat in the balcony. I didn't want to sit down here. He down there preaching. He looked, I'm going to say this. Them that get in the ministry, stay humble. Don't get the big head. I said, damn. Like, how you find me all way up in that balcony? That man, well, as soon as he see me gonna throw out, I said, goodness, I couldn't win. It's funny now. Let's look at something. Let's look at the book of Bamidbar. You're gonna look in they're gonna call it the book of Numbers. They don't know what numbers is. Let me tell you what numbers is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, some of y'all gonna count to 10. How many of y'all want to count to 10? That's how I know y'all went in chorus. They don't know, do they, Brandon? You remember? Who remember the chart? What, 1 to 8? What number y'all have? Dough. See, we ain't had no dough. We were broke. We ain't had no dough. It was all about the numbers. I remember y'all was in chorus when they used to do the numbers. 1, 2. Let me tell you something. That's how I know y'all ain't been great. I was going places. That time, y'all remember I went to the bathroom, Megan? And I went down. I was supposed to go straight to the bathroom. I didn't go, and I went down the hall, and that lady looked out. The lady called me, Danielle. Then they said, you supposed to be in here. Oh. Lights just started shining. That was my debut. And she gave me that song, Leon. And you light up my life. You give me hope. People said, parents were looking at their kid like, we ain't worth a damn. Look at this great kid. I can tell you can look and people want you to be their kid. Because you the star right now. Little kid, envy all around me, jealousy all in the room, then just admiration. And that thing ended. I knew then. That was my time. I said, first, Dr. King, then me. When you light up your life. All I needed was a mountaintop. I was on my way. Listen, Bamidbar, chapter 12, verse 1. Other brother, Bamidbar, 12, 1. Other brother, you're going to get me the book of they're going to call it Exodus. All are Shemut. They're going to call it Exodus. Exodus. Make sure you're smoking weed when you do it. All the people. Oh, yeah. 2. I'll look at 2 and about 7. All are Shemut. Let's look at this Bamidbar. He still got me Matiyahu. Let's look at this. We're just looking at the principal things of what we've been told versus what's actually written. Let's see what happened. This is Bamidbar, chapter 12 at verse 1. Let's see what happened.
And Mariam and Aharun spake against Mashah.
So that Mariam, Aharun, not Aaron and Mary. What happened?
Because of the Ethiopian.
They spoke against Moshe. Because of who?
because of the Ethiopian
which we would
Nashim,
know because of the Cushite, which would refer to she was black. Ethiopian would refer to the land. So we just think about the nation Ethiopia. And we look at the ancient Greek word for it, Ethiops. Sound familiar? Ethiops. But they were called Ethiopians. The ancient Greeks actually gave the name Ethiops, which comes close to Ethiopians, which would refer to black, colored people. That's what they found when they called us, when they found our people there. So we talked about how the Cush would refer to the whole land region of that area. So he spoke against him because he married one of them. Listen what happened.
for he had married an Ethiopian Nashim.
See that? What happened?
And they said, hath Yahuwah indeed spoken only by Mashah?
Listen, is he the only one that Yahuwah speaketh by? Listen.
Hath he not spoken also by us?
Listen.
And Yahuwah heard it.
And what happened?
Now the Anus Mashah was
Pay
very
attention.
meek.
Behold, now what happened now?
Now the Anus Mashah was very meek.
Y'all hear this? The Anus, the man, Mushah, he was very humble. What happened?
Above all the Anus which were upon the panim of the
What
Aritz.
they mean above all of them? Man, you couldn't find a more humble man, more meek or gentle man, could you? If he was, they said above. You couldn't find nobody more meeker than that, could you? Well, let's see what happened on here. The book of All Shemut, chapter 2 and verse 7. Ain't the book, Ryan? See, I'm just looking at how many of y'all, when we looked at these words they gave us, automatically it came into being submissive, passive, non-defensive, willing, and subject to any and everything. Let's see. This is All Shemut, chapter 2 and verse 7. Listen.
Then said his sister.
Well, 7 is fine. Somebody said 6. Come on, in a good conscience. Listen.
Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Abari women, that she may nurse the child for thee?
What happened?
And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And the maid went and called the child's mother. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages.
Listen.
And the woman took the child and nursed it, and the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her ben.
Listen.
And she called his name Mushah, and she said, because I drew him out of the Ma'im.
Listen.
And it came to pass in those Yamim,
What happened?
when Mushah was grown,
See that what I'm talking? When he was grown. What happened when he got grown?
that he went out unto his Aki,
Which is our word for brothers. Aki. Listen.
and looked on their burdens.
And what happened?
And he spied and Cushite smiting and Abari.
You know what a spy does? A spy looks. A spy looking. That's what a spy do. Infiltrate, go in to see what's going on. That's what he was doing on his brethren. He was looking on them. And what happened?
And he spied and Cushite smiting and Abari, one of his Aki. And he looked
He did
this
not
way.
say on Mizraim, did he? They said Egyptian, didn't it? Mizraim. I'll fight you. That don't make me no different.
And he spied at Mizraim smiting an Abari.
That's all I need. I ain't ask for much. He saw Mizraim spying. What happened?
Smiting and Abari, one of his
Abari.
Aki.
That's right. Listen.
And he looked this way
And did what?
and that way.
And what happened?
And when he saw that there was no Anus,
What did he do?
he slew the Mizraim,
And did what?
hid him in the sand.
That's what I do. So now I'm confused because now I just heard what, quote unquote, Jesus said. And people just adopted their own belief. Now let's look what he said in the 5th chapter again of the book of Matthew. 5:1. Let's see what he did. Matthew 5:1. Listen.
And seeing the multitudes,
He did what?
went up into a mountain,
Uh-huh.
and when he was set,
Tell him what he did.
his taught ones came unto him.
And did what?
He opened his mouth,
And did what?
taught them, saying,
Y'all see what he did? He opened his mouth, taught them, saying, what did he say?
blessed are the poor in Ruach,
Tell them why.
for theirs is the kingdom of Shamaim.
Listen.
Blessed are they that mourn,
Yeah.
for they shall be comforted.
What else happened?
Blessed are the meek,
For what happened?
they shall inherit the Arits.
And that's what they'll tell you. Don't say nothing bad. Don't do nothing bad. Just let them have it. Because the Lord going to give it to the meek. Well, why Moshe just didn't let them have it? Why Moshe, when he sat there and saw one of our people being smitten by Mizraim, who they call the judge, why didn't he just, quote unquote, their definition of meek, just leave it alone? Why did he start singing when you pray? Like that song Nick is saying. Why he just start singing that? Huh? Wow. Wow. I'm just confused now because the book just told me he was the meekest man on all the arrests. Meaning there was some people less meeker than him. Which means for sure one of them will kill you. I'm hearing about a Mizraim, a man that was the meekest man among all the arrests. Yet when he saw one of his people suffering wrong, he looked one way and another. He saw nobody. He killed him himself and buried him in the sand. Now I'm confused about your book. Exactly how did this work? So you tell me I can't kill nobody and still be meek? Because this statement was made after he killed a man. So you tell me I can't kill a man, I still can't be the meekest man on the arrest. Put that gun down, baby. Don't kill him. Just Jesus gonna give it to you, baby. Let Jesus handle it, baby. Why was Jesus when he saw his brother being killed? Right. Why he didn't give it to Jesus? Bad doctrine. Bad doctrine. Yeah, this is the same stuff that we said and we listen to time and time again, and it keeps us passive. And then the first thing happened, we the criminals. Look at your definition of every criminal you ever found. It came from these crackers. These crackers commit the same crime. What do they tell about a drug dealer? What do drugs do? What do drug dealers do? Sell drugs. What do drugs do? In what community? What home does it break up? What people get murdered from drugs? But the cracker bring it him. Cracker put on a suit, a briefcase, and a tie, and shave off his mustache. And all of a sudden, he's a businessman. He's a drug dealer. He's a sponsor of drug dealers. My eyes can't look at things the same way. I can't sit here and lie and act like I see things a way when I don't see it that way. You know what you have to do to be a Christian? You got to lie to yourself. You know you don't believe this mess. But you still set to believe it, and you know it ain't right. Now, I just showed you the meekest man on the whole planet just killed somebody. Now, when was he demoted from being the meekest? He still was greater than meekest. It's tight. Just tight. When we look at how this book has been introduced to, and the people that have been used to introduce it to us have did it in a dominant state. They have kept us down and oppressed to this very hour. We sit here in the hands and decisions made by them. People who don't love you, people that don't care for you, and people that don't look like you. People don't care about your kids, your welfare, your mother, your wife, your husband, or your kids. And you still sit here and you say passive. Let's listen to what he told us. Let's go and listen to what he told. We know his name is Yahusha. We know these people are lying to us. This is a direct violation. Let me call George Washington Edward Robinson. See, these crackers don't stop me and say, I said, well, that's what I call him Edward Robinson. They don't tell me, no. That's not in there. I'm saying, yes, it don't. You know what I'm going to tell you? The same thing they tell you about Jesus. It don't matter about the name. It matter what he did. See, them crackers is not finna let me go take no George Washington dollar and put no Edward Robinson on there. No, put Hambone Williams on there. I'm saying this Hambone Williams, the first person. Still them crackers stop me, and I'm gonna say, but what? I don't answer. What difference does the name make? It's just it matter who did the work. Let me make him black and say color don't matter, cause color does matter. Go and sign something, and you use a red pen and sit on them bastards stop you, cause color matter. You can sign some document and tell it's gotta be blue. So I'm gonna use black. Long as I write, it don't matter about they gonna say nigga stop. It do matter. Quit being stupid. You take a test, you in school, you gotta have a number 2 pencil. You say a 2 and a 3, it's all the same. Huh? Say a 3 ain't number 1 more. The computer only recognized number 2. How did you get dumbed down and you let these crackers give you what they want to give you at their liberty, at their discretion? They didn't tell you when it matters. That's stupid. Come on, finish this Mata Yahoo.
Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after Sadiq, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful.
Hold on, blessed are who?
Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after Sadiq, for they shall be filled.
You know what's amazing about that? What did y'all hear when you heard that? Blessed are they that thirst and hunger. What y'all think? Food. Food. So you're black, you're poor, you ain't got a lot to eat. Jesus provides. He was not talking about physically. He was talking about a hunger and a thirst for his right, for his doing, for his will. They were going to be filled. You know why they were going to be filled? Let's see what happened. Let's see the 30th chapter of the book of Marshalli. We're just going through and looking. This is unscripted, unrehearsed. Marshalli, they're going to call it proverb. We don't know what a proverb is. Marshalli is actually what it is, which is a byword or adage. Adage. Yes. Ain't it good? All the time. These folks done made a fool out of it. I tell you, for me, I'm just frustrated. Y'all can tell I'm just frustrated. You know, when we leave here, the truth of the matter is, that ain't going to change for us tonight. But when enough of our people get on alert, enough of our people become tired and frustrated with this, then things got to change. It's going to cost us our life. Somebody, it's going to have to. It's going to have to. In a war, you're going to have some casualties. That's why it's war. That's just being honest. In war, you're going to have some losses. And you're going to get a victory, too. Our people can't continue to just say it, be gunned down and taken down by these people, caged up by these people, waiting to be judged by these people, kept by these people, released by these people. We're not getting no justice. They get us into jail, the first thing they do is make us gay. Huh? It's an easier way to influence you into homosexuality. Our people got to become smarter. That's why we got to get our people out of their prison systems. They're using the prison system to make our people gay. In the white, lower class jails, when I'm saying lower class, lower security jail, y'all do know that these folks have sexual visits. For Caucasoids. Why conjugal visit for Caucasoids? Ain't for our people. It's for our people that sell out to be in the system with. I ain't no sellout. It's bad that we sit around a lot of our people being locked up. They introduce, look at our women are worse than our men incarcerated. At least our men, they will wait, they get to prison, do some time before they start hitting homosexual. Our women take off in the holding cell. They just arrested them. They ain't even been there 20 minutes. Start making deal pickles. All right. I was locked up one time back probably in 90. I was a trustee. They had some women already doing a woman in the holding tank. When they just lock you up, they put you in the holding tank before they take you out. They was in the holding tank trying to take a woman down. But that's the minds. What you think? Listen, when you put anybody and you reduce them down to rubbers and put them in a cage like that, you'll live like an animal. See, it's easy to say what you won't do when you're out here. When these people cage you in and these people medicate you, when these people get through scared, you tell how they're going to take your kids from you, you're going to lose everything you got. You're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. But a white man, a white woman, they're going to sit down, they're going to offer them deals. Look at the boy Dalen who shot and killed 9 people, one of them being a United States senator. That man been afforded every right possible to be treated and respected correctly. Money's been given him. When they give money to our people? Never. White people on the street sending him money to try to put in for a defense for him. They ain't fine, but they ain't even run him down. He ain't even been looked at as one of the worst white crackers on the planet. The fact that he gunned down 8 black people sitting in their church praying, calling on a no good, trashy God. That's what they got us every time we pray to him. We got more black devil praying for God. Praying to God, asking Jesus to do something. A pig and a Greek idol. What you think ought to happen to you? And we wonder why they keep killing us. Look what we keep asking. The same tool they used in prison, you going to go pray to it. That's why that cracker don't have no mind. Why you think it didn't pay him to shoot them praying? You would think he'd have said here in his mind, he said, hold on, people praying to God. God is real. Jesus is the Son of God. Let me stop and pray right now. That cracker shot them while they were praying. Watch them read the Bible, have service, still kill them. Niggas is the only people believe in Jesus and God. That's garbage. They don't even look at that. You go ask that boy, say, are you saved? He'll say, yeah, I'm saved. That's that white boy, is he saved? He'll tell you, what did he do wrong? I invented it, and you stupid enough to sit up here and pray to it and call on it. And you close your eyes on me? He didn't just, you know what, I can respect it. He walked in, so he didn't even have time to think. That bastard sat down. Matter of fact, he came there a couple of days before. He searched and scouted out that particular church. He said because he knew it was all black, and he said he didn't want no whites in there when he shot it up. 7 clips. He said he brought 8 clips. He said, I put 7 of them in. He said, how many bullets you had? He said 11. He said 77 bullets. He said, I thought that somebody would have been outside. They said, what were you going to do with the 8 clips? Shoot the police? He said, no. I would never think about shooting no police. He said, I was going to kill myself. Listen, he let them know the real. He said, no, I wasn't going to kill. Which means that cracker got plenty of sense. That cracker said, no. He said, I had the other clip. He said, because I thought when I was going to come out the door, it was going to be people out there waiting for me. He said, when I saw nobody out there, I got in my car and I left. He talked about how difficult they made. He said, do you know they didn't run for the door? He said, they went under the table. That's a nigga mentality. Sat there and lay on the ground that ain't got enough sense to get out the burning building. Cracker said he gave him 7 clips. Which means pop, 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 drop clip, another clip. Pop, 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 drop clip, add clip. We just said 3. You got enough time to stop and realize this is some foolishness. Pop, 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 drop clip, add clip. Pop, pop, pop. What I'm at now? 4 clip? I still got to pop, 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 pop. What I'm at now? I'm just at 5. I'm sticking in 5. Pop, 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 pop. Where am I at now? Pop. Here we go. Pop, 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 pop. Now 7. I got number 8. I'm gonna say this one. Shoot myself. Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, tell them I was trying to start a racial war, and that's why I shot and I killed him. Be blessed now. Have a blessed day. Which let you know how devious, how rotten a cracker can be. Defenseless people on the ground with no weapon, who let him, I guarantee I walk in a cracker church, they're going to say, come on, how you doing? You probably me, the gorillas and them is having service. Y'all know them crackers going to get me up. They'll tell me the gorillas and them is meeting down the street. Get your bananas. We'll get your bananas and going on to the homeless shelter where y'all niggas, but them crackers ain't finna let me set it now. They gonna stop. Hey, can I help you? Wait, what you here for? Here they what? You know what they looked at? Took the white boy right on there. Then the whole time he's sitting there, he just sitting there just watching the whole time they teaching. Listen, watching everybody while they teaching the whole time. Waited till they got up at the end to pray and close their eyes. He realized it's the best time ever to kill him. Why you praying? Because he knew you weren't in there because you was in a church, a place of idol worship. He knew when you heard God and Jesus that you were already a trained baboon nigga. It all fit the cook, it all fit the sister. Like he realized he didn't want to kill no whites. Who praying for him? His best gay black friend nigga. Yeah. I still love him. Yeah. I hope he get off. I can't get mad at him, Dave. You know people mad at him? I ain't mad at him. You know who you got to be mad at? The people like us that still go to church. The people like us still got Jesus on our cars. People like us that still talking about serving God. Greek is what God is. Now you asking yourself, how you wind up serving a Greek God when Greeks got here after you? So what was here before the Greek God came? None of this even questionable to these people. You serving a Latin named Jesus that came after. What was he called before it was Latin? You ain't got no damn sense.
That's right.
Let's see what happened on him. 31. Marshali. Listen.
The Dabarim of Agur, the Ben of Jakeh.
That's right. Dabarim, the word. Talk to me.
Even the divine Ruach.
Listen.
The Anu spake unto Ithiel, even unto Ithiel and Ukal.
What happened?
Surely I am more brutish than any Anus,
Listen.
and have not the understanding of an Anus.
Tell them what happened.
I neither learned wisdom,
What else?
nor have the knowledge of the Kudash.
Listen.
Who hath ascended up into Shamayim,
And what happened, son?
or descended?
What happened?
Who hath gathered the wind in his fist?
What happened?
Who hath bound the Ma'im in his garment?
Listen.
Who hath established all the ends of the Aritz?
Tell them what happened, bro.
What is his name?
And who else?
And what is his son's name?
If you can do what?
If thou canst tell.
What else happened?
Every Dabari of Allahim is pure.
And what happened?
He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him.
Add thou what?
Not unto his Dabarim.
Unless what happened?
He reproved thee,
And thou be what?
found a liar.
That's why I'm buzzing these white folks up. They done added, I'm making lies out of them now. He told them before they did it now. Don't add to it, you're going to be made a liar. What happened?
2 things have I required of thee.
That's all he want to know, 2 things. Tell me what it was, son.
Deny me them not
He
before I
said,
die.
that's all the man said. Just don't deny me these 2 things. Listen,
Remove far from me
what he wanted to remove far from him.
vanity,
And what else?
lies.
You hear what he did? That's why he was put up so high in the air, he was exalted. He said, that's the only 2 things I asked for. He ain't asked by mama, grandmama, kid, nobody. He said, all I asked for 2 things before I lay him. He said, remove vanity and lie far from me. He said, I put you on the 2, I put you above the people. Y'all didn't get him when he told you about Moshe. He said he was the meekest man, what was it? Above, because he went up on the mount. He was higher than them. It wasn't hard to make him the meekest. But you wouldn't know that. See, in the 7th, I could have took you and just thrown you around a little bit, but one need to play him with it. That's why he told you in the 5th chapter of the book of Yahusha. He said, had you believed Moshe, he wrote a who? He let you know, I'm the meekest man above the whole rest. That's why they put him on the top. And he told you, that's why he asked you, who has ascended into the Shamayim, which they call the heaven? It was him. He asked you what was his what? And what was his son's name, if you can tell me. Because when they would have exalted him, that would have made him the meekest. Listen to the other thing he wants.
Give me neither poverty nor riches.
That's what he said. Do you know what they teach about Jesus? He was broke. The man asked for 2 things now. So apparently he didn't get them. Let's see what he said.
Feed me with food convenient for me,
Listen.
lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is Yahuwah?
Y'all see that? Why y'all think when he sat down with the top ones to do what they would call the Last Supper, that's why he went eat. People didn't pay attention. Let me show y'all something. People too stupid. People don't know. Let me show. None of these people know what they're doing. You have to be skilled when you do this. You'll make a mess. Matayahu right quick. Hold what you got over there. Matayahu. Matayahu chapter 26 and 24. Let's see that's what I want. Y'all all right? Let's see what happens. Listen.
The Ben of Anus goeth, as it is written of him.
Bang me up. Make it 23. 26, 23. 26, 22. Listen.
And they were exceeding sorrowful, and began
That
every
means
one.
bang me up. Make it 20. Listen.
Now, when the even was come,
Pay attention.
he
When
sat.
the evening was come, what would evening be? That'll be night. When the night was come, kashaf, darkness came. What happened?
He sat down with the 12,
See what he did? He sat down with the 12.
and as they did eat,
Listen, as they did eat,
he said,
what did he say?
Amat, I say unto you,
Which is truth. Amat. Listen.
that one of you shall betray me.
Listen.
And they were exceeding sorrowful, and began every one of them to say unto him,
Is it who?
Malak, is it I?
Yeah.
And he answered and said, he that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me.
What happened?
The bend of a noose goeth, as it is written of him.
Yeah.
But woe unto that a noose by whom the bend of a noose is betrayed.
Tell them why.
It had been Taub for that a noose,
It would have been good. Taub. Listen.
If he had not been born.
Mm-hmm.
Then Yehuda, which betrayed him, answered and said, Ruler, is it I?
Yes.
And he said unto him,
Which will still be Malak. Malak will cover for the word king or ruler. Malak. Malakim will be plural. Malak will cover ruler or king. Listen.
Thou hast said.
Listen.
And as they were eating, Yahusha took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to the taught ones and said, Take, eat, this is my body.
Listen.
And he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, Drink ye all of it.
Now you hold you got. You're going to jump over. Give me the book of Ordia. They're going to call it the book of Luke. 22, 23. Hold on. 23, make it 23, 13. Let me see what that say. They're going to call it Luke. It's actually Ordia, which will be Yah shineth. Or the Yah. 22 is what I want. 22, make it 12. Make it 11. 22 and 11. Listen.
And ye shall say unto the good man of the house, The master saith unto thee, Where is the guest chamber, where I shall eat the Pesach with my taught ones?
That's right. Come
And
on.
he shall shew you a large upper room furnished, there make ready.
Listen.
And they went and found as he had said unto them,
Mm-hmm.
and they made ready the Pesach.
Mm-hmm.
And when the hour was come, he sat down, and the 12 apostles with him. And he said unto them, With desire I have desired to eat this Pesach with you before I suffer.
Mm-hmm.
For I say unto you, I will not any more eat thereof until it be fulfilled in the kingdom of Elohim.
Y'all hear what he told them? He said he won't eat no more. What that mean if I say I ain't gonna eat no more? I already done ate. They already told you that as they were sitting down eating, then he took bread. Eating mean they had already been indulged. That's after he had got through eating, he took bread and he broke it and gave it to them. He wasn't going to eat no more. He just told you why. Because he asked for two things. I want you to remove vanity and lies far from me. That's why he put them on a 2 and put them up high. Let's see what else he told you to do. Back at the 30th chapter of the book of Mashali, what verse we at? Verse 8, verse 9?
Verse 9.
Verse 9. Listen.
Lest I be full,
See, unless I do what? Back me up on that a little bit more. Let me hear a little bit more what he said of that.
remove far from me vanity and lies.
Listen.
Give me neither poverty nor riches.
See that? He told him, give me neither poverty nor riches. What happened?
Feed me with food convenient for me,
Listen why.
lest I be full.
And do what?
Deny thee, and say, Who is Yahuwah?
That's why he wouldn't eat no more. That's exactly why he wouldn't eat anymore. If he would, he'd have burst. He'd been too full. These people done told us the man was poor, the man didn't have nothing. He never told you that. People hear what they want to hear. He never told you he was broke. He told you that foxes had whole birds that had nests, but the son of a noose had nowhere to lay his head. He never told you he was broke. You heard what you want to hear. He couldn't have told you he was broke when he told Cuff to go and he going to find a fish and he going to find a piece of money and say, give it to him for thee and for me. Broke people can't do that. Y'all hear what y'all want to hear. I'm listening to what the man. So if what you're saying is true, then we got to say the man prayer one answer. The man asked for a couple of things. So let's say he didn't do it. We got to say he didn't do it because you heard what you want to hear. These crackers told you the man was broke. I don't know where you got this from. He just said and told the man, don't make me too rich. That's why when he saw the sword, the enemy, the devil, in the 4th chapter of the book of Matthew, he showed him all the kingdom. That's why he wouldn't take it. He told her, I don't want to get too rich. I already know I'm going to mess up. And he told her, damn don't need to be poor. I damn sure don't need to be poor. Let's see what he told you going to happen.
Or lest I be poor,
And what happened?
and steal, and take the name of my Elohim in vain.
So you going to tell me the man was poor? The man told you don't have to steal. He even told you men don't despise a thief if he steal. Do what again? So he told you, blessed are they that thirst and hunger after. But they're going to go get it. That's the only reason I went him. What he told you going to do if he told you he was poor? I'm going to steal. In the store, while you walk around here and you ain't got nothing, Joker say, can I help you? You be like, I'm good. I know you've been walking around, you ain't bought nothing. He finna steal something. So he knew anybody that gonna thirst and hunger after righteousness, Sadiq, he already know they gonna do. They gonna get it. How did you think they were gonna get it? We don't get nothing, do we? See, our words are coded. This man taught you to sit around and don't have it, and you heard you had to be broke, you had to be nasty, you had to be stupid, you had to be lame, you had to let white folk kick you and spit on you like that dummy king. But he can go and knock a hoe down, though. Huh? Sleep with a hoe in a minute. Jack that hoe up and throw her legs on his shoulder. He won't hit that crocodile and slap him in the head with that. I don't respect that nigga. Two things I let a man know out of the real. I ain't no Christian. I don't give a damn about Jesus. Whatever you thinking now, you got to change your mindset. Let me go back to the drawing board. I wasn't ready for that one. Though he can take you to the bank with him. I'm not a Christian. I don't give a damn about Jesus. Ain't no Dr. King. He don't spit in my damn face. And I take your tongue and wipe your behind with it. I'm going to do that with all my over scrimp. Take all my scrimp, take your tongue, and then make an extended version. Remember how to take your head and bend it down there? Yeah! Y'all all right?
Right.
See, if more of our people still like we wouldn't have that problem. I'm just curious. Let's go with the science of what they said. The man asked him not to make him too poor, because he's going to steal. So if I'm poor enough to steal, what you think I'm doing trying to steal? You come up and you try to grab me. I'm going to be real meek. I'm going to look that way and that way. At that point, I'm going to bury you in the sand. Okay? Y'all all right? Am I showing both what I'm saying? How did we get conditioned to take what this man told us? Come on back to the fifth chapter. They ain't never heard the fifth chapter of Yahoo being brought down to him like that. That man have lied to you so long and made you hear and see something he never said. Listen.
Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
Listen.
Blessed are the pure in heart,
for they
shall see Elohim.
Listen.
Blessed are the shalom makers, for they shall be called the children of Elohim.
And you know what's amazing about that? Cuff told you, Shaul told you, for as much as lies, where was it? In who? In where? What he told you to do? I ain't got a whole lot. So it ain't going to take that long. Because I ain't got no extra. All right. The man told me much lie than me. I ain't got it. You spit in my damn face. I ain't got that much peace. I ain't got enough you're going to spit in my face and leave out walking. He didn't tell me to get no extra. He told me much as lies than me. Where else I'm going to get it from? I'm going to go get some peace from the store? All right. That's amazing. How did I take on this added version of extend myself out to these people? The man told me as much as lies than me. I can't take all that. Okay. That's amazing. What is that? 12th chapter book of Romans? What is that? 12, 19, bad milk. What I want? 18. I'm going to bad milk about 16. I'm going to give me 12. That's 12. I'm sorry. I put 10. 12. 12. 16. Listen.
Be of the same mind one toward another.
See, be of the same mind one toward another. That's Romans 12 and 16. Be of the same mind one toward another.
Mind not high things.
But do what?
But condescend to a noose of low estate.
See that? Bring them down. Let's got to know how to deal with these people. Come on.
Be not wise in your own conceits.
See, that's what I'm trying not to do. That's what they did. A lot of people wise in their own conceit. You set your own way up. I ain't got my own way. I'm looking at what he said. I'm looking at what he did. Now, you can't tell me one thing and do another one. I'm looking at what he did. I just found a meek man. I found the meekest man they got. But the man killed somebody. Why did he kill him? Because he was a mass murderer? Because he was a child molester? He was trying to get somebody. He looked at somebody was doing damage to one of his Aki. He knew what kind of dirty bastards they were. But today he'll be labeled a terrorist. By their definition, he'd be labeled a terrorist. Huh? A man that didn't go along with authority, a lawbreaker, a rebel rouser. He'd been labeled a communist, an outside agitator. All these cute cracker words. What a cracker call that kill a nigga? Unarmed, on camera. Brag about it, lie on camera. What do you call that cracker? It ought to be a dead cracker. Listen.
Recompense to no anus, evil for evil.
Listen.
Provide things honest in the sight of all anus.
What else happened?
If it be possible.
That's all I ask. What that mean? What that mean? What that if mean? Might not happen the way you want it. It might not go down the way you're looking for it now. I'm gonna slap Tony Smith in his face. I can tell you that ain't gonna be possible. I know it's not gonna be possible. No, it ain't gonna be possible. It ain't possible. It's impossible for all of him to lie. Listen.
If it be possible.
What they gonna do with it? If it be possible. What happens?
As much as lieth in you.
Where am I gonna get it? Randy, where else am I gonna get it from? Please tell me where else I'm gonna get it from. Why would he tell me? Because everybody ain't got it. I ain't got that. I ain't made up like that. Dr. King used his scrimp in whole to be whole money. I ain't use mine. I got mine to kill a nigga. I saved my scrimp to kill a nigga. That's crazy, man. No. I ain't got that. But what y'all gonna do there? How we gonna interpret that? Why he gonna tell you if it should be all things are possible? Why it don't say all things are possible? Why it don't say as a man thinks, so it's something like you don't read the Bible? The man told if
it be possible.
If
it be possible.
I'm gonna go get it from where, Brandon?
As much as lieth in you.
Do what?
Live peaceably with all anus.
That's not possible to everybody. That's the book. It's not possible. The book telling you that what? But this is what we do. Overextend ourselves. The book said, I can't get it from nowhere but him. If it ain't in my heart, I can't make nothing that ain't in him. It's not in there. I ain't got it. You got to know what you got. I ain't got it. What y'all do? Over your hand. If you don't see it, you ain't got it. You can't go get it from nowhere else. And much is lies in you. He said, if now, he left it on the table. Live peaceable with all men. Y'all all right? What they going to do with that? We never looked at that statement, did we? The man knew that's not going to work. Everybody, when they came up to grab, when they came and took Yahusha, they might put their hand on Cuff. Cuff ain't got it in me. Cuff, who they call Peter, took his sword and cut the man's ear off. He said, I ain't got it. I make a pig ear sandwich out of nigga. Don't put your damn hand on me. What is it? You be like, even here, what a minute, you say, yeah, this him over here. You know, you said that thing glisten, Joker doing it number him. You patting his thigh. I know nobody gonna put their hand on me. You'll grab the wrong nigga and run over him. And they better run and get you somebody else quick. They see that light hitting that thing, that twilight, because this a full moon. They grab, that's a full moon. That thing glittering. You don't run over here and grab, you like, yeah, dang, we can't find it. Oh, here you go. You don't run over there. He looked at it, he have it in him. He told him quit. He said, listen, when I sent y'all out, y'all let that thing. They said, no, we ain't letting that. He said, now, everybody say your script, say your prayer, go out. You who don't have a sword? He said, buy one, because man, he go two. Let him know, he said, I got 2 of them. Let's go ahead and tell him, it is enough. That's all you needed 2. That's enough. You know what he didn't tell them? You finna go to hell, you think you're coming. Right. See, folks here, they want to hear. How he told the man, it's enough. First thing they done heard, though. What would Jesus, I don't give a damn what Jesus do. I'm talking about what Yahusha taught. Well, I care about what a pig, I know what a pig do, run in the water and drown. Get that bad programming out your mind. You reading the book and these folks done told you it says it never even told you. The man just told you if it be, but why he didn't say you got it? Why didn't you read you got it? He tell you everything else you got. Why you just read it just told you if? If. And what lied in you? Not I'm going to use my mama scrimp. That's your problem right there. Go back and get Dr. King's scrimp. But leave that junk alone. So I look, Dr. King left his scrimp right there in that bed with that woman you knocked the boots on. That's why it wasn't hard to knock him over that bullet. That joke had been there. That girl said she had been there about a couple hours. That's why I had a dream. He said it was wet too. He said, I had a dream. I heard that one. He said, what? 999,818 more. I had 1,000,000 of these things. They don't want to think about that. Why man keep saying he had a dream and everybody thought it was wet? You black bastard. Man, you probably made a fool out of him. Man, kept telling me I had a dream. Why do people don't want to wait? You know what? Why are people look so sad when the truth comes? Why you let black folk get away making a fool out of you and white? I don't want nobody making no fool out of me. I ain't one of them ignorant niggas talking about, hey, I'd rather one of my own beat me. I think you and your mama retarded. I don't want nobody to beat me, black or white. I ain't fighting the guy from no cracker hand for no nigga to rule over me and make no fool out of me. I'm equal opportunity. I don't spare neither one of them. So if I don't never hear them say nothing stupid out your mouth like that, I don't mind giving a brother too much money. I don't want to give you a retard. I don't want to give you too much either. Be just in your dealings. I be just with them. That's why when I go off on black or white, I know I'm just with you. Come on, finish. Let's get on back over here to Monty Yahoo. I got to get y'all out of here. This thing right, though, boy. That Monty Yahoo, I might teach that thing they ain't never heard before in their life. Might debunk every lie they untold on this man. All their lies just get debunked. But he told them not. He don't know. He waited good to let them name the year. Let them get the date and the time and say, now tear that junk down. Then tell her, damn them. Man, I never told these fools and these people done told you. Listen.
Blessed are they which are persecuted for Sadiq's sake, for theirs is the kingdom of Shamayim.
Listen.
Blessed are ye when a noose shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
Do what?
Rejoice.
And do what?
Be exceeding glad.
For what?
Great is your reward in Shamayim.
He said, let them slap your damn teeth out your mouth. What did he say do?
Rejoice.
I ain't never hear all that. Somebody can revile you, cuss out, you can give rejoice to him, and you know the word meant for fear. He ain't told that you put your hands on me, though. He didn't tell me that one. I don't know how you heard all that. They go in the book because they did the same thing here. They reviled him. They did the same thing. The joy of Yahuwah is our strength. He ain't told about 784 just beat on you and do all that fools and these people tell you. He had a purpose of when he came, he did that. Let these folks make no fool out of you. Come on.
Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in Shamayim.
For what happened?
So persecuted they the Nabah which were before you.
That's right, the Nabah, not prophets. Prophets are people that soothsayer for God. Got to watch all of their words. All they do is make a fool out of us. Listen.
Ye are the salt of the Aritz.
Yeah.
But if the salt have lost his savor,
what did he say?
Wherewith shall it be salted?
Well, that's why we got to be him. We don't want to give season to the plate. Just go ahead and just boil some cauliflower and just eat it. Ain't nothing going to kick you, throw us in the pot. I don't listen to him. I don't care. You take the best delicate meat you want, cook it, don't put no salt on it. Don't taste like nothing. I remember one time Fred Simon, he went with Lamont up there at that girl house to do that. How many of y'all watched Seven the Son? He went and they went and the girl took him what they had did that play. Othello, they went in the house. He said, smell that. He's like, what? He said, smell like nothing. He said, what about? He said, our house smell fatback frying. Isn't that right? The smell of strickling. Isn't that right? No, we put flavor when we coming out. Well, then smell a house full of cauliflower. Some lettuce. Isn't that right? Listen.
It is thenceforth ta'u for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of a noose.
Listen.
Ye are the light of the Aritz.
Which would say you would be the orderer for light, the orderer, which you know that already. Listen.
A city that is set on a hill
that do what?
Cannot be hid.
See that? If we're going to be set up on the hill, guess what they're going to make up? The meekest above all the earth on their wrists. So you're going to be set on the hill. That's going to put us above the rest of the people. Listen.
Neither do a noose light a candle.
And do what?
Put it under a bushel.
But do what?
But on a candlestick.
For what reason?
And it giveth aura unto all that are in the house.
You know what hurt us? All we did at water cooler talking years ago. Talk around the water cooler, wet wife for the that man I ain't never like that stuff. In them jars I had them tell you, y'all go check with in them folks will tell you. Tom Smith said what he wanted to say. If it came up, it came out, and they had to eat it. All right, I'm telling you now. If it came up, it came out, they had to eat it. None of my jars will tell you I had no one. I ain't care who you were, you can own it. I guarantee you knew what I thought. If I ain't like something, it was coming off my lips, and you were going to know about it. That'd be for the record. All right. I'm just being honest with you now. That's why I got fired so much. It just been in my heart. It all makes sense. You can't keep sitting around serving that man that don't feel like that. That man had you, the book said, well, you got fear, you got torment. It is, got torment. You can't be made perfect when you torment. You can't do it with it. Just you know what, I'm going to let you have this because I'm being tormented. Well, ain't nobody going to do that to you. I'm not worried what y'all going to do. I'm worried about what I'm going to do to y'all. So it's going to be more for your safety than mine. All right. Be like they tell you, if you love somebody, set them free. I had to be free. I had to be free. You had to set me free. I won't be taken. I watch a lot of stuff going on these jobs. I watch them do a lot of stuff. They ain't pull them. They either pull me, you tell me out. They say, well, Thomas, man, don't say, it ain't you, it let down. I be like, I ain't going to let you do it to them either. I tell you, listen, I put my jaw on line for other people concerned. I did just like Moshad. I ain't like that. And I try to tell me like, as long as it ain't you, they don't know no better. I watch these people have family, these people working, trying to take care of their family, and you making a fool out of them. I ain't never go along with that. I didn't do it. I just didn't feel comfortable. For me, because I looked at if you do it to him, you'll do it to me if I wouldn't stand up to you. And they try to talk me down, saying you don't worry about them, you good, you going to be taken care of. They always do that to make a nigga sell out. I could have been somewhere. If I sold out and wouldn't rat these niggas out for sleeping with these kids, I'd have been somewhere. But I'd go to hell later. I can sleep at night. I got integrity. I can look anybody in the face. Anyway, I ain't got to jump behind no building, run behind no car. I've been with nobody's kids and they wife. You hear me saying? I ain't stole nothing. I'm straightforward. I can see anybody anywhere I go. Y'all hear me? Walk the same way, talk the same talk. I ain't got to put on no accent, no air. What you see, that's what you got. Ain't what you going to get. You got that. Y'all hear me? Man, ain't nothing be you can lay down, you got integrity. Y'all hear me? All right. Listen.
Let your aura so shine before a noose that they may see your ta'u works and glorify your Abba, which is in Shamayim.
Listen.
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
And the what?
Or the Nabah.
I don't know how you did that. He said, think not that I come to destroy the law, nor the Nabah. What did you do then?
I am not come to destroy.
But what did you come to do?
To fulfill.
So all this that's Old Testament when he said that. That was back then. He said, if I told you not, the word not means to no degree. The definition. The man just told you to think.
Not.
Actually said think to no degree. That I came to destroy.
The law.
Nor.
The Nabah.
But what did you do?
I am not come to destroy.
But to do what?
Fulfill.
How long do we got to wait on that?
For a mot, I say unto you, till Shamayim and our
Which is
writs
what they call
pass.
the heaven. Until the Shamayim and the writs is what it is actually called, not earth. What happened?
One jot
Uh-oh.
or
Not
one
this-
tittle
Listen, he talking about not the smallest letter. Huh? The smallest stroke of a pen shall in no wise
pass from the law,
till.
all be fulfilled.
Now I'm sitting here on the planet with the Shamayim over my head. And he ought to come along and say, you know, Jesus did away with the law. Man just told me, don't even think that. Not me to no degree. I shouldn't even thought nothing like that. So a lot of stuff just don't make sense. The man just told me, don't do that. Don't think one time I came to get rid of it. I came to fulfill it. Which means I came here to be meek, show myself meek and being humble, submissive to Yahuwah's will, his word. But I will kill a nigga. Because he said, I did not come here to destroy it. I came to fulfill. Not the smallest letter, not the smallest stroke of the pen. He said, none of this going to ever move from this law till everything be fulfilled. And I know it ain't all been fulfilled because we still him. So when that part coming there, we ain't going to be able to do nothing to him. Where exactly that part supposed to take place? Let's see what he said. Come on. Let's just run down through it. Listen, come on.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments
Come on.
and shall teach anew so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of Shamayim.
Listen.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of Shamayim.
You know what's amazing with this statement? You just got to watch these people. Because if I'm going to teach men to break this, does it going to make sense I'm going to be in the kingdom? You know what this sound like? Well, I just won't be the greatest, even though I'm telling. See, again, because crackers knew we were going to catch him. But see, if you stay with it, he told you, don't add, don't take away. Now you're going to look at him and say, well, he just won't be great. That's just be honest. Am I worried about being the greatest, or I'm just worried about getting in? And all I got to do is teach people to break this, mind you, and I'm going to get in. I'm teaching men to be faggots, women to be bulldaggers. I'm teaching folk don't observe the Shabbat, and I'm telling them to go here and go on Sunday. I'm teaching people not to keep the dietary law. And you know what's going to happen to me, Megan? I'm going to be the least in the kingdom. I'm teaching people to blaspheme his man's name, and I'm going to be the least in the kingdom. Now, did that make sense? Got to watch these crackers. That don't make sense. If a man work on Shabbat, he said that soul should be cut off. All these folk were cut off. Now all I got to do is teach people to do stuff to get cut off, and I'm going to get in. That's tight. That's tight. Just show you how much they have played with us and got us away from this man's discipline. There is supposed to be a fear and a reverential awe for Elohim's name and for Elohim's word. That we can teach you to break it, to go against it, and all I'm going to be is the least in the kingdom? That's tight. These people have done a lot of playing with us. Y'all hear me? Let's see something. Yakaziel. They're going to call it Ezekiel. Yakaziel. See if it's 33 and 1. I just want to see something. Listen.
Again, the Dabari of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Ben of Anus, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land.
I'm going to give me Yakaziel 3 and 7. 3:17. And get me Kazum. Two and 19. I just want to, I'm just curious. Y'all all right? Let's see what he said.
And say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land,
Now, when I bring the sword upon the land,
if the people of the land take an noose of their coast,
see that? If they take a man of their region, from their island, their coastland, and what do they do with him?
and set him for their watchman,
And they're going to set him up to be their raha, which they're going to call pastor, shepherd. He's going to be their watchman. And what happened?
if when he seeth the sword come upon the land,
And what happened?
he blow the teruah,
Yeah.
and warn the people,
What happened?
then whosoever heareth the sound of the teruah,
And what
and
happened?
take not warning,
What happened?
if the sword come
And do what?
and take him away,
Listen what happened now. The sword going to come and take this man away. What happened?
his blood shall be upon his own head.
Meaning I'm going to require it at his own hands. I'm going to require that at his own hands. What happened?
He heard the sound of the teruah,
And what did he do?
and took not warning.
What happened?
His blood shall be upon him.
Listen.
But he that taketh warning
Yeah.
shall deliver his soul.
Yeah.
But if the watchman see the sword come,
Then here, if he see the sword coming, what happened?
and blow not the
And
teruah,
he don't blow the teruah.
and the people be not warned,
And the people be not warned.
if the sword come,
Listen, that the sword come,
and take any person from among them,
if it take anybody from among them, anybody, what happened?
he is taken in his iniquity.
The person going to be taken in their sins. Tell me what's going to happen, Brandon.
But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
So let me see. Let me get this straight. Don't keep the Shabbat. Blaspheme his name. Commit adultery. Fornicate. Eat pork. Drink liquor, beer, and wine. And I'm going to be the least in the kingdom. They drinking, smoking, committing fornication, breaking Shabbat. I don't say nothing. They blood on my hand. Explain me exactly how they work. I ain't even do nothing. They committed it. I just didn't say nothing. But now if I go and tell them to break and do things he told them not to do, I'm going to get in. I just ain't going to be that great. Somebody just explain to me the science of this. It makes better sense for me to teach you the homemonger. Teach you to be a homosexual. Teach you to sleep with kids. At the worst, I'm going to be the least in the kingdom. But if I sit here and I don't say nothing, now I got to go to hell. They force my hand to teach you wrong. Kazum, 2:19. I'm just trying to get the signs. That's all I'm trying to get the signs. Say nothing, go to hell. Teach wrong, be the least in the kingdom. This is Kazum 2:19. Let's see how that works. Don't forget, least in the kingdom. Least in the kingdom, not teach wrong. Let's see what happens. Kazum 2:19. Listen.
I know thy works.
This is, I know your what?
Works.
And what else?
Charity.
What else?
Service.
Yeah.
Faith.
What happened?
And thy patience.
Yeah.
And thy works, and the last to be more than the first.
Talk to me.
Notwithstanding,
Tell me what happened, son.
I have a few things against thee,
I got a few things against you. I can't imagine what it could be.
because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel,
Who did what?
calleth herself a prophetess,
What could she possibly have done?
to teach,
Uh-oh. And what else?
to seduce my servants,
What happened?
to commit fornication, and to eat things sacrificed unto idols.
Don't your law teach you against fornication? And sexual and about idolatry? Well, at least she got to be the least in the kingdom. What happened?
And I gave her space to repent of her fornication, and she repented not.
What happened?
Behold, I will cast her into a bed, and them that commit adultery with her into great tribulation, except they repent of their deeds.
You can't do this and get in. He talked about the punishment he's going to put on for teaching and seducing his people. Then why we get the mentality that we're going to teach people to break and commit and go against, and you're going to get in. This is crazy. This is foolishness. These people have programmed us and indoctrinated us to make a fool out of us. Everybody got to repent. Everybody got to turn from what they're doing. You can't die and leave here no sinner. Your blood going to be on your hands. You cannot die and leave here transgress and get in Yahuwah's kingdom. That's foolishness. But that's what they taught us. What do we expect from Master Mo? He told Chicken Joy when he said, Master Mo, he said, gotta be near me, gotta be near about 100 of y'all I got scattered across him. He said, George, you ain't my only one. He says 100 of y'all niggas scattered around him. Y'all have many hundreds of thousands of us that they made a fool out of this Christianity religion. With this slave indoctrination. You know how many of us he's messed up with this bad, poor teaching? And we had never sat down to really look and examine the speech or the credibility of the people that's giving it to us. Look at the people that have taught you this doctrine. What's their behavior? What's their standard? What's their code of conduct? What's their morality? They have none. They teach it to you. That's how they keep you oppressed. That's how they keep dominating you through their lives. Come on, finish this Matthew up. This is Matthew. I'm going to get ready and let y'all go. What verse are we at? 5:20, 21. Masiyahu. Where you at? 5:21? Or are we further down?
20.
20. What happened? Listen.
For I say unto you that except your Sadiq shall exceed the Sadiq of the scribes and Pharisees.
I can't imagine what'll happen. Listen.
Ye shall in no case enter in.
If I don't be better than them, I ain't going to get in. But somebody going to teach wrong, going to get in, they going to be the least. I got to be better than these other people, or I ain't going to get in. I can't be equivalent with them. Better. But if I sit around and teach people to transgress and break their laws, I'll be the least in them. It's time to start examining the messengers. The people who done indoctrinated kept us down or oppressed this long with their teachings. Time gonna fail me to finish up. Most High willing, Shabbat night, hopefully we'll finish dealing with some more Matayahu teaching, or what they claim Yahusha said. All we want to do is just look and see what we can find the evidence, because the law ain't gonna lie. Everything you read in what they call New Testament, it's got to line up with your law. If it don't line up with the law, I don't know how you could believe it. The law is what gives validity to all of his statements. Everything he did, I can't believe it unless it's in the law. Before you finish up, your Ukanon, 7:38. Matter of fact, 7:37. I let him go over there. I take my correction. All I tell these other people, you sure better be ready to take yours. They call it John. John was Baptist. That one you should have watched them anyway. Once somebody tell you they Baptist, they shoot that in the foot. I met a preacher today. He was talking. He didn't know he was talking to me. He said, no, I know Tony Smith. I said, I'm Tony Smith. He said, no, you ain't Tony. I said, well, I ain't got time to argue about it. You know more than I damn know, so let's go ahead on. They hadn't seen the beard, they just didn't know. But all right, if I ain't him, then I ain't him. They let you keep talking. I ain't got time to keep arguing about it. I told you I am now. They're like, unless you believe I'm here, you're going to die in your sin now. Isn't that right? I'm trying to warn the man. They don't even know they're in danger. I'm trying to tell me about it. I'm listening to you. Oh, yeah? Isn't that right? You're going to die in your sin, you don't believe I'm here now. I ain't talking about the Mashiach now. I'm just a malach. I'm just a malaki. I'm trying to come deliver the man message, let our people know we in great tribulation and stress because we hadn't turned to him wholeheartedly. He'll deliver. We get our hope and trust our these people. We do better. We'll do better to break off from this cruel master. As our forefathers did and gone in the wilderness and let him provide for us. Humble down, submit to this man, Dabarim, and let that man direct our way. They've been the worst condition we ever been in following that man. We've been going further and further backwards fooling with this man. Come on, finish this up. This your Ukanon 7:37. What happened, son? Listen to the book.
In the last Yom,
that great
Yom of the feast,
Yahusha
stood and cried, saying,
if any what?
Anu's thirst.
Let him do what?
Let him come unto me.
What you think a thirsty man gonna do? Sit there and wait on somebody bringing some water? That's why he said if you thirst and hunger after Sadiq, get what he said gonna happen. Because you're gonna get up and do something. They ain't gonna sit around and wait on nobody to bring them no water. He just told them what you need, come to me. If you thirst and hunger, you're gonna come to me so you can be filled. Don't worry about it. All right, wait on it. That's bad. Because when Mashal got ready to water the people, he asked him, he said, I'm gonna fetch it to him too. He got mad and smoked the rock. He told him, I ain't finna carry no damn water. Now you want to come get it. He smoked the rock twice. All right. That was one complaint. Am I going to fetch it to him? I ain't carrying you no water. Get your behind over here and you want it. Yeah. That's why the folks ain't, that's why we're in the same hellhole we in, because people keep sitting wait on something. Huh? When they told them to spy out the land, tell me how they waited, how Yahuwah gave them the land. What did Caleb tell them to do? Let's go out right now. He said, we be well able. He ain't waiting on nobody to come talking about giving them nothing. When they came back and they told the people, said the land, just like he told, they spied it out. Just like Mushar did, he was spying out the people. They said we spied, and this is the fruit of the land. They said, but the city be walled up and the people are giant. We had grasshoppers in their eye. But Caleb stilled the people. So let us go up at once. We be well able to take it. You know what the people did? They wept all that night. Cried. Some crying niggas. Weak, crying niggas. And you know what happened at that point? You wound up getting 40 years in the wilderness. He said, it's been 10 times that y'all done tested me. I swear you ain't getting in. That's where you got that from. He said, you know who gonna get in? Yahusha and my servant Caleb. He said, because they wholly follow me. They follow him totally. When he's let them went up and saw the land, he won't worry about their defense. He said, man, they defense it down. They meet for us. Let us go up at once and let's take it. But the people cried all that night. They wept all that night, crying. Cry. What's going to happen to our kids? Let me ask y'all a question. What's happening to your kids now? You know what they worry about? What's going to happen when they kill all the men? What's happening when they're killing all the men now? See, the signs of what you're scared of is what they're already doing. The only reason you will be standing to defend yourself is to stop the number of men and children that you're losing and you ain't even putting up a battle. Y'all know why China shows such a great force over there now? China got something in common with us. They've been up under the rules of these dirty bastards. The Brits, they all invaded China, along with Japan. They invaded them, dominated Japan, China. China fought their way back to victory. They have no British, China don't have a British rule area. Like some places, they get conquered, they still keep a little small part. China ain't got nothing British. China keep it so strict, if you get caught in the Bible, we'll kill you. That's how strict they get. Catch a bunch of y'all Christian bastards walking around with crosses, you're going to die. Because you know why they'll do that, though? You'll say, oh, that's crazy. They can. No, they looking at, see, last time I seen them Bibles and them crosses, we lost land. We lost lives. You the only nigga still toting crosses. Still toting slave master book. You don't realize what happened when you first saw it at his hand. When he introduced it to you, not that he gave you the book, but when he introduced you his doctrine. He always come as help, and later he become conqueror. Help don't become conqueror. Help stay help. You can't go there and talk Christian. You can't get off that book, Brent. You can't get out. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. Come on, my Chinese friend. Let me try to say, you finna be reported. You're going to be killed. Trying to keep it so strict, if they catch you with Christian literature, if they catch you with video, you're going to die. North Korea catch you with it, they're going to kill. You know why? North Korea looked at, we had a long, outstanding battle with these bastards about that book and that teaching. You ain't bringing it back over here. See, when I lost men and women and kids, when I done lost land and safety, when I've been poisoned, you ain't bringing me that no more. I seen that. I got a bottle called Strychnine. Leon gonna put me some in my drink. Put me some in my drink. Put some for my family. All of them get some. Okay. I drunk something. I damn near died. Killed my whole family. When I see strychnine, I'm killing anybody I catch with it. It can be Leon. It can be Cam. It can be Riley. I'm killing anybody I catch with strychnine. Now, of course, now when the news show it, I'm crazy, vigilante, destroying people. But you got to understand, I lost my family. I damn near died from it. So when I see it, I'm on the defensive. You don't think like that. You always think, everybody want to kill America. America try to help people. America never helped nobody but the damn self. They ain't never done nothing for nobody of another color. Don't you never believe that. That's foolishness. They sit down and tell you that lie. You know it's his story. I can make up a lie too, right now. I love all crackers. See, I lie like you. You make up a story, I make up one. Stop letting people make a fool out of you. You can write a lie like you can tell a lie. Now, our job is to get everybody here conscious. Every man and woman get you conscious. Get our children conscious. We're dying at the hands of this man. Now, these churches, these religious organizations, Islam, they making a fool out of us. All of them sat here and sold under Christianity. They selling you the same lies. They gave you that 5-star pinnacle star, some junk they done juggle between the Muslims and the Catholics. That's their junk. We bad off. We bad off. I gotta let y'all go on all y'all too long. We can go further. There's more. There's more. By the help of Yahuwah, we'll be dabbing more into his stuff. Because we need to look at it. Now, whether you become conscious or not, all you gotta do is sound the teruah. Now, if you don't seek to save your own life, you know what the teruah was for? The teruah was for danger. Seeing the sword coming. The reason I will be warning the man, so he can get his sword, he can fight. But now, Leon want to keep picking days, praying, loving every damn body. The wrong people. Wrong people. Sword come up, yeah. Leon's blood is going to be well. You know why that's true? Because when they cut it, it's on his body. That's his foolishness. When I warned him, Leon could have took a sword and he could have defended himself. Now he could have delivered himself. You can't deliver yourself without no weapons. Y'all be a fool if you want to. Go tell these crackers to get rid of their weapons. Go tell all the good, tell their military, put their weapons and go pray their way over through one of them wars. You know what them folk going with? Fully, listen, everything, fully automatic. Grenade and launchers. Scud missiles. Ballistic missiles. They'll keep doing, they'll keep nuclear tanks just sitting. They'll keep nuclear ships back just in case all else fail, kill everybody. And they want me to pray and give them a gun. So I can get my kids a crematory. Tell me they're going to give me $50 for a gun. You know what I tell you? I got a gun. I can get more than $50. Any given day, I can get more than $50 with a gun. I got people that volunteer. They'll do that right here and say, here you go. I'd be a damn fool to give up a gun for $50. I don't even respect the man to do that. I can't even respect you. Y'all all right? I know they look crazy. You know why I look crazy? Because the average nigga is sitting around and program you to let your wife keep getting raped by pastor. Let your kids keep having sex with pastor. Your homosexual husband having sex with homosexual pastor. Nobody warned you yet about you, bettering you, having something for you, establishing something for your family, and leaving a legacy for your family. You ain't finna have a damn things at the hand of this man. That's right. This man getting every crook and nanny out of you. You have nothing. If I was y'all, I felt like I was teaching wrong. I wouldn't come back. I wouldn't cut on my internet. I wouldn't watch. I wouldn't do it. You've been lied to and made a fool out of, no. If I'm telling the truth, I say you should buy night. That's good.